I don't want to make this a super long video. I literally want it to be super snappy, but I do feel like with these videos you need to talk a bit at the beginning of them. I'm super late doing this. I don't know if anyone's going to even care anymore, but I basically just never got round to doing it, but here I am today. GCSEs and just results in general, whether it's your A-levels, whether it's your GCSEs, AS levels, those aren't a thing anymore though, are they? They're all very personal. You know, someone could get an A in something and be disappointed with it because they wanted an A star, and someone could get a C in something and be really happy with it because they thought they were going to fail. The results I got, I'm allowed to have my own opinions on them. Some people might be like offended by that, and if you are, then like that's just stupid. Like, you shouldn't be offended by someone's results. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna get into everything I got. I don't even have my GCSE like paper with me right now. You will have seen my live reaction, which is so annoying because like the paper was over my face the entire time.
Go. Oh my god. I am like, I don't even want to open it. I just want to burn it. What? I'm like shaking. Look now at the back page. What's that? I don't know what this means. Okay. Past business studies. I haven't. I've got to do this just yet.
Oh, I think it's true.
No way. No fucking way. I got a B in philosophy and ethics.
Yes,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? I so thought I failed that. Okay. I've passed maths.
Yeah.
I've got a 9, which is an A star in English language. Oh my god, I got a 7, which is an A in English literature.
Oh my god.
I got a B in my science A. I got a C in my additional science. I got a B in my French.
Yes.
I got a B in my art.
Yes.
And I passed business studies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm so scared. Oh my god. Okay, so am I missing anything?
No, dude.
No. Oh, I did it! I got an A star!
Yeah, I don't have the paper with me right now. I don't know where it is, but I remember what I got and everything, so I'm kind of just going to go off the top of my head. I took an AS level early, which was philosophy and ethics, and throughout the entire time I was told I was going to fail. I would work really hard and I was always given an E or a D. I remember the highest grade I ever got was a C, and I was absolutely over the moon with that C. I really was stressed out about the subject. Obviously I took an AS early. It is harder than GCSE. Throughout the whole year I was pretty much believing that I was going to fail. As I was saying before my memory card ran out of storage, I remember walking out of that exam just thinking, yep, I have absolutely muffed that up. I had my maths exam as well that day, and because I took an AS level there was a clash, so I was sat in a room for 3 hours, I think. Longer than 3 hours in fact, probably. Back to back with papers, so by the time I'd got to my philosophy paper I really was like really exhausted and tired and stressed. And the maths papers, if you did maths GCSE this year, oh my god, basically I got a B, which was the biggest surprise ever. I was so shocked when I saw that result. I had never ever got a B. Literally, I remember telling my mum, oh my god, like it would be so funny to see what I get from philosophy and ethics. I got a B! I was over the moon, so I was so happy with that. In my English language I got a 9, which is like the equivalent of a super high A star, which I was absolutely over the moon with. And then in my English literature I got a 7, which is the equivalent of an A. In my maths I passed. I got a 4. I was super happy with that. A 4 is the equivalent to a C, if you don't know, because they kind of changed the GCSE syllabus kind of thing. That's the equivalent to a C, and they offered to pay for me to get it remarked and bring it up to a 5, but I didn't really care, to be honest. All I needed was to pass maths and I passed it, so I didn't feel the need to get it remarked, even though it would have boosted my grade. I just was like, it doesn't matter. It didn't really matter to me. In my French I got a B overall, which once again I was super happy with, like literally just as long as I passed French, I was really happy. My business studies, I got a C, which I was actually over the moon with. I failed business studies the entire year. I just couldn't do it. I was so bad, and I got a C, so I passed. So I was really chuffed with that. What else did I take? In art, I got a B once again. Really happy with that. Basically, oh yeah, I took double science, so I got a B in core science and a C in additional, I think. I got a B and a C basically in my sciences, which once again I was really happy with because I passed both of them. And because I took double science, we didn't know, but on top of that you have to take statistics if you're not taking triple. I got a D in statistics. To be honest, most people failed statistics. It was literally one of the most bloody pointless things I've ever had to sit through in my life. I remember I actually tried in my coursework. That's the embarrassing thing. Like, I tried and I got a D. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of just destined to fail now. So I remember just walking, it was my last exam. I just remember walking into it and I was just like, screw this. Like, I'm not really gonna pass it, am I? So yeah, I got a D in my statistics, but oh wow. I'm trying to think, is that everything? If there's another thing, I will like put it here, like on the side or whatever, but I'm pretty sure that's everything. I was absolutely over the moon with my GCSEs. School was a very, very, very difficult time for me. I was very unhappy I did not enjoy school at all. At one point I was even taken out of school and homeschool because I was that miserable there. I had insane anxiety surrounding school, to the point where sometimes my attendance would be at 60% and like I'd be getting into loads of trouble about it, and my family would be getting into loads of trouble about it. I always worked hard in school, like I was never naughty, I never slacked off and stuff, but I just... Hello?
Got Mummy on the phone. Oh, are you videoing?
Yeah.
You look lovely.
Thank you. Hello? Hi. Yeah. I just don't really care. Like, I don't... If I drop a grade, I will physically go in and mash whoever's face. But like, if it's such a big deal to them, just say do it, but I don't care at all. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, what if it did though? Yeah. I could just like not tell anyone, not tell college. You know what, the funny thing is right now is I'm filming a YouTube video as we speak about what I got in my GCSEs. If it's a massive deal to them and they really want me to get a 5 in it, then whatever. Yeah, would literally message school, say, just spoken to Flossie, she's not fussed as to whether she gets 4 or 5, so you decide, like if you want to send it off and get it marked, do that. Okay. Speak to you later. Love you. Bye. Bye. Well, that was my mother on the phone. So school want me to get my maths remarked because apparently I was 1 point off of a 5. I don't care. Like, I'm literally, honestly, can say that I really don't care whether I got a 4 or a 5. I passed either way. I'm happy with that. Where was I? I really didn't enjoy being in school. I really didn't like it. I found it a very stressful environment. I hated the subjects I was doing. Obviously my parents never pressured me into any subjects to do. I picked the ones that I hated the least, but I still hated them. I'm defo a lot more of a creative person, and being at college has honestly just made me realise how much I disliked school. It really just wasn't my vibe. If school is your vibe, that is great. Similarly, despite passing all my GCSEs, apart from statistics, I don't even count that as a GCSE to be honest, I'm one of those people who really believes that GCSEs aren't the be-all or end-all. If you didn't do that well, that's fine. I know people who got like 2 GCSEs or none for that fact, and you know what, they're still at college, they're still working, life goes on, no one's died, it's fine. It's the same, like, you know, I believe in working your hardest all the time and having a good work ethic, but if you've worked your hardest and you still came out and didn't do as well, at least you knew that you did as much as you could and you can always retake and all that stuff. It's just not the end of the world. So if you are going into year 11 and you're stressing about GCSEs, don't. It's not going to get you anywhere. Just work as hard as you can. You know how like much you're working. Don't push yourself too crazy hard, but do kind of push yourself too at the same time. But yeah, honestly, there is no better feeling than opening up your results and being happy with what you got. My grades aren't all A's. My sister is crazy smart. She got like 11 A stars and an A in her GCSEs, but I think I feel the same level of accomplishment because because I got through school, I did my GCSEs, I passed them all, I got a 9 in my English, I got a B in my AS, I was just so chuffed. So yeah, that's kind of all I want to say. Congratulations to everyone who did well in their GCSEs, and you know, once again, if you didn't do so well, it's not the end of the world, life goes on. Yeah, good luck to anyone who's going into year 11 or anyone who's like going to do A-levels this year and all that stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video or you found it like somewhat interesting, and I will see you all very, very, very soon. Bye! I can't say bye without sounding like crazy.